Today we'll be reviewing Tello Mobile, showing you the real user experience and the pros and cons, and why Mint Mobile and T-Mobile may have a problem on their hands. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Everton, and I've been testing Tello Mobile for about a month, and I'm ready to talk about it. So let's dive right in. Also, guys, my referral and affiliate link will be in the description. If you do want to check out Tello Mobile, it'll be right there and a pinned comment. You can definitely check them out. So what is Tello Mobile? Tello Mobile is an MVNO that specializes in a truly customizable plan. Tello's been around since about 2016, and I do like to know when a company started to see if they have some longevity and figure things out, and if they're a really sustainable company, if they're going to be around for the future to come. Now, Tello is a full feature carrier with Wi-Fi calling, family plans, eSIM, hotspot included, international calling and texting to Canada and Mexico for free, calling for 60 countries for free. And biggest of all, there are no fees included. When I signed up, I did sign up for just a $10 plan to test it out, and that's what I paid. I know that other companies, sometimes when you do pay or pick a plan, there's some extra taxes and fees come out of nowhere. So just want to disclose that. Now, when you sign up for Tello Mobile, they do allow you to customize the amount of data that you're going to receive and the amount of minutes, and this does impact the overall cost of the plan. However, though, you can fine tune exactly what is right for you, so that way, if you don't need, a cookie cutter size plan like Visible offers Unlimited and Unlimited Plus, like Visible and Visible Plus, but you may not need unlimited. You may need a different amount of minutes or data, and that can impact your costs, and you can get essentially a much lower bill if you do know what you need. Additionally, when you are setting up the plan, it does offer you the ability to customize, but they do show you some of their most popular suggested plans. It is the exact same as if you were to customize it yourself. So if you did want to choose a plan and you're worrying like, oh my gosh, should I choose one that they've said is better for me? All they're doing is telling you what the price would be if you chose those plans. Now, personally, I would have loved this option when I was signing up for prepaid for the first time. I was at a situation where I was at home and I really was using a work phone for most of my calls during the day. I think I was maybe using 500 minutes or less a month, and I was around Wi-Fi a lot, so I didn't need a lot. So I could have saved a ton of money utilizing a very small plan and kept more money in my pocket. When it comes to the quality of the service, meaning call quality and also data coverage, it's actually really good. Let's talk about call quality first. And calling was crisp. I made a couple phone calls just to test it out. It does run on the T-Mobile network, so you're going to mimic the service of T-Mobile. So if you have good T-Mobile coverage where you live, I do. I live in San Antonio, Texas. Sometimes I go to Florida and Dallas and things like that. Those are all places that I have good service with. Also, data is really good. One thing I really appreciate about T-Mobile is that they have mid-band 5G, and that's really good at penetrating through walls, getting you service indoors. So I was really impressed with. I'm going to show you a speed test that I ran to show you what the service is like indoors. All right, everybody. So we are on Tello, as you can see, 5G plus. Let's open up our speed test. Okay, and so Tello does use T-Mobile. So Austin's like an hour away from here, 45 minutes to an hour. So here's what we're gonna use. All right, let's run the speed test. Now we are indoors. I'm in an apartment complex. You can see all the whatever over there. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. It's pretty fast. $561 down. Okay, wow, okay, pretty good. 20.5 upload. That's actually really good. But I basically had service everywhere that I went. A trouble zone for me is really my workplace, and T-Mobile's kind of the only service that gets service in that area inside that concrete building. So yeah, I was really happy pleasant with the data quality that I was getting. So now I'm going to talk about some of the things that I don't like first and some of the things that I do like. So the first thing that I don't like is a pretty big one, but it's that the service acts like a prepaid carrier from like the olden years. Now, what I mean by that is more or less my testing, since I've been with a lot of prepaid carriers since about 2020, they have really moved to a stage where they are trying to be an alternative for a major carrier. They basically just, they're trying to be a cheaper option, and you just forego some of the quality, a lot of things. But the service of the plan acts like, a truly like major carrier. It's just mostly you got to deal with some deprioritization sometimes. With Tello Mobile, what you pay for is what you get and nothing more. Back in the days, prepaid carriers worked like, you go into a store and you can go to a gas station and buy a prepaid card. They give you a phone number. You buy a gigabyte of data in 300 minutes. It's shut off after you hit that mark, right? You hit a gigabyte of data, you're not getting any more data. And if you use 300 minutes, you're not getting any more minutes. That's exactly how Tello Mobile works. So once you use up the data that you have received, you can try to run try to get on Google. You won't be able to, right? And also, once you use up your minutes, there's no more minutes. So they do have a solution for that. Now, if you do use up all your data and you need some more, you can do a one-time top up. You can also do the same thing with your minutes. Or something that I really like is that you can actually just start your plan from that day on. So meaning like you run out of data and on the 10th and you were supposed to get new data on the 15th, you can at that point in time just choose to say, hey, I want to start another month of data, and your 30 days of data coverage will start from that point, and you can just move the due date. The second thing that I don't like about it is that this is one of those carriers that limits your like Netflix, YouTube, things like that. It does resolve down to standard definition when you're using your mobile data to do that. Now you can utilize a VPN to solve for that. I use NordVPN. There is a link in the description if you do want to use my affiliate link, and it basically solves for that. But use a standard or a cheap VPN to get around that, and you'll be just fine. So what do I like about the service? Well, to be honest with you, there's a lot to like when it comes to the service and the quality, just basically how it performs. But outside of that, I mean, yeah, I do love the truly customizable like plan, but on top of that, I do like the ability that when I run out of data, I can just start a new month worth of data right then and there. I can make that assessment, or I have the ability to top up. Secondly, I do love the speed. I don't know if it may have just been the time of day, but I've never been able to get that fast of speed with Mint Mobile. And I used to praise Mint Mobile for their speeds indoors. I've never been able to get that type of speed when it comes to an indoor speed test before. Usually I'm outdoors getting something in like the 500 to 600 range. So this speed is blazing fast, and I can do a lot of stuff. I do like the fact that their app is pretty functional. It doesn't have the greatest dashboard, but it tells you how much data that you've used, and you can pretty much control like all aspects of your plan right from the app. Now also, I do like that when you're signed up and you type in an address, it tells you what type of service that you're gonna go ahead and get at that location. So for me personally, I can type in a few places like my job, or some places that I frequent, like where I live, and before I actually like sign up for the service, it will tell me that. So I don't have to rely on like a generic map. It can tell me, hey, you get 4G and 5G, and it's enough to cover indoor. That's really important. So you can tell even by their website that they are like Mint Mobile's competitor. They say no bulk buying. Like you don't have to buy, months of data at a time. And I think that's really important. That does say a lot. Because I happen to like Mint Mobile, so it's cool. Like I do use it, so I'm okay with buying it. But it holds Tello Mobile accountable or any other company accountable when there's no commitment, and I don't have to sign up for a year or 3 months at a time. I can just say, you know what, this is good for me this month. Next month, it's also good for me. And if I feel like it ever becomes not good for me, I don't have to keep up with this, right? They also do have a referral program, and I think that's also pretty cool. So yeah. So at the end of the day, overall, I think Tello is an excellent option for you to be able to fine tune exactly what you want to pay for and what you're going to utilize. And I love the solutions that they have provided for it when you run into those data walls. You can just say, hey, I want some additional top up, or you know what, I just want to start the month brand new where I'm at. My referral affiliate link will be in the description, and it will be a pinned comment. So if you want to check them out, definitely remember to click on that link and it'll take you right there, show you their best deal. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm Everton and I do videos Everton's way. Peace.